Good morning friends. Today we will discuss one new topic, automatic power factor control panel. Power factor control is required due to technical and commercial point of view. Industries which use induction motor have low power factor. So it creates a lot of technical problem. So electricity board tell the companies to install automatic power factor controller panel, otherwise they impose heavy fines. So this is one typical panel which have, you can say, this is one incoming circuit breaker, then it is divided into branch circuits. Each circuit have one switching device called contactor. That contactor controls one capacitor which is now installed in the back side of our system, and these are connected by copper bars, not wires, because of some technical reason. Okay, now this is the inner view, and on the door you will see some meters. So you will see one controller which controls the switches on or off the capacitor through the contactor, and some push buttons, some selector switches on the door for operation indication purpose. So let us go in details how it works. Now, as we seen, there will be one main incomer. This is the symbol of income circuit breaker. This is denoted by QM because it is main. Then this is a 480 volt AC, 3-phase plus earth system. Now this will be connected to one bus bar system. I so told you this is the flat copper bars. Because of some technical reason these are used. Then this will be go to this. Now we will consider a 1500 kV AR system. It will be done in different stages. So each stage will have 50 plus 50 plus 25, which is equal to 125 kV AR. Like this there will be 12 steps. So depending on the requirement, it will be, the controller will get the signal from the system. Accordingly the contactors will be switched on or switched off. Now contactor is a magnetic switch. It have a coil and a power contact. So when the coil, this is denoted by the coil of the contactor, this symbol, it is represented by K1.1, and it have one power contact. There will be one first there will be one bracket to protect this protector. If there is a dot, there is a connection. If there is a simple crossover, there will be no connection. Now here there will be a contactor, power contact, and there will be one coil. This is represented by K1.1. Then this will be connected to a delta connected capacitor bank. There will be one parallel, one more. This is called 1C1, 1C2. This is circuit designation, and these both are 50 kVAr. Now you will have one more contactor here. This is K1.2. Again it will have a power contact. Then this coil gets applied, this will close. Okay, now this will be connected to, because one breaker will control three set of it protect three set of contacts, so it will be come from here. And this will come to here, here, and here. Again there will be one delta connected capacitor. There will be one more parallel to this. This is called 1C. C3 and 1C4. Again these two are 50 kVAr. Now we reached 50 plus 50, 100. We need 50 kVR, 25 kVR. Okay. So there will be one more set. Again there will be one coil contactor. This is K 1.3. It is a power contact. There is delta connector capacitor. Parallel to this there will be one more capacitor bank. This will be connected to here. This is 1C5, 1C6. This combined is 25 kVAr. So now this is 3 sets, 50 plus 50 plus 20, 25, 125. This is one stage. This is the overview of the system. One incomer. It is feeding to one branch breaker. It is called Q1. Then this is top one is bus bar, and this is K1, K1.1 actually this is. Then the one K1.1 feeding to two contactors. Then second set is K1.2 is feeding to two capacitor 50 kVAr. Third one is K1.3 feed into. So this is the power diagram. In the next topic we will discuss about the control diagram. Okay.